As the year-long Our Singapore conversation process comes to a close, observers are saying that the community should now take the initiative to start conversations of their own. Those we spoke to say the process has changed the way the government approaches consultation.
66-year-old Lim Guay Huay never expected the call to take part in the Our Singapore conversation process. She was among the 47,000 people involved in the engagement. And she says she found it useful and wants to see more of such sessions.
I think continue also good lah. Listen to our old people feedback. A lot of feedback, government should do something.
There's general consensus that the process should be an ongoing feature of Singapore society, a tool not just for citizens to raise concerns, but also a way for government to listen and for all sides to acknowledge the differences in opinions, even if consensus cannot be reached.
Process becomes an important way, right, in which people would feel that even if they do not agree with the outcome or the recommendations, there is a sense that their views were taken into account. There was an attempt to explain why their views couldn't be taken on board.
Moving forward, observers say the conversation should move from one that's initiated by the government to one where communities, professional bodies and interest groups initiate the engagement. Accounting firm KPMG is an example of how professional bodies got involved in the engagement. It was the first private sector organisation to host a session under Our Singapore conversation. The firm says taking part in the process gave its staff the opportunity to exchange views on their concerns about Singapore. The OSC Secretariat says the process has been a valuable learning journey. It says that it will share learning points across government agencies and adds that agencies should continue with the OSC process, especially when there are major issues which benefit from this style of dialogue.
Senior civil servants and the mid-tier civil servants need to understand that their role is also changing, that they can't stay behind a sort of barricade of a bureaucracy in an institution and say, throw your ideas over the wall, we'll deal with them and we'll throw something back. They've got to be prepared to forward engage, they've got to be prepared to listen early, they've got to be prepared to live with some messiness and noisiness in the space. And that's important and useful feedback into the policy-making processes.
All eyes will now be on Prime Minister Lee Hsien Loong's National Day rally on Sunday. That's when he's expected to touch on and announce some policy tweaks to the top 3 concerns raised during the Our Singapore conversation process. That is on housing, healthcare and education.